Here's an example of a question that is not in the real world. This right here is supposed to represent the profit made from a hot dog stand. In other words, your profit will be between, if you sell one hot dog, you make no profit. But if you sell two hot dogs, you make a little bit of profit. Sell three hot dogs, you get your maximum profit. Instead of four hot dogs, and then if you sell five hot dogs, you're starting to lose money. Now tell me, how is this possible? So this equation, y equals -2, parentheses, x minus 3 squared plus 4, for some reason they think, oh, this is the equation of the profit made from a hot dog stand. Where in the real world would you find this equation? Where? Tell me, where? And x is the number of hot dogs, apparently. Oh, boy. Maybe $4 is what his mom gave him. So even if he sells 0 hot dogs, he still gets $4. I have no idea what the assumptions are behind this. But here's some of the other things we had to go through. In order to fill out this table here, I first said, how can we make x minus 3 0? I make it 3. X equals 3. So that's why I chose this number. And when you plug it all in, you get y equals 4. And that's the maximum of this. You'll remember that y equals x squared looks up, and y equals minus x squared is negative. Oh, it looks down. And that's what we have here because it's a -2. Now we have to plug in other numbers. So the best thing to do is just plug in numbers. I chose 2, 0, 4, and 1 to see what would happen. And this is what we got plotted. And so then I could see that if you put in 4, you got a 2. But if you put in a 2, you got a 2 also. So these three, this is 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4. Then when I put in a 0, it came all the way down here. So if I put a 1, I get a -1. So if I put 5, it'll go over here. So if 5 is down here and 3 is up here, the 0 is going to be somewhere between 4 and 5. And that's exactly what happens. It's going to be 3 plus the square root of 2. Now, square root of 2 is about 1.4, so this is about 4.4 here. This is about 1.6 here. And that's basically the answer. If you want to look at the other numbers that I looked at, I tried x equals 4, so you get 4 minus 3, that's 1. So you get 2 times 1 squared, which is -2. -2 plus 4 gives you 2. So when x equals 4, y equals 2. You can do the same thing when x equals 1. We can figure it all out. You get 1 minus 3, you get -2, square the 2, you get 4. 4 times -2 is -8. -8 plus 4, -4. So y is -4 when x equals 1. And that's why we got this point here. When x is 1, y is -4. And so that's the shape. I hope you've enjoyed this little excursion. You can be sure that this is not a real-world situation. It's fun to describe it as, but I would never want a student have to go through this.